Greetings, family. Welcome to another YouTube video with me, your host, Mathix. As you can see today, I told the kids, I'm like, yo, man, let's make some kites. As you can see over there, we're flying some kites with my siblings, and we met some few people here. So now, today I want to talk to you, since it's Women's Day, about the secrets of the feminine principle, about the secrets of the feminine, the woman. And now what you need to understand is that for you to understand the woman, number one, is a person. When it comes to the duality of mom and dad, who are you most closely related to? Or rather, who are you more conscious of? Most children are drawn towards their mother. So hence in the ancient times, it was the woman, or it was the goddess, that was revered the most. It was the goddess. The goddess was revered because it was understood that the goddess was actually the portal into the physical. The goddess was the portal into the physical. She was the one that when you wanted to come into the fleshly existence, she was the stargate. So what we call the woman's sexual organs, that is known as the vesica piscis. It is actually the stargate for spirits to come into the physical, whereas the man is the initiator, but the woman is the one who continues the process. So hence the woman in the olden days, ancient African people, they knew ukuthi umama uye lona o important emdenini. It wasn't so much the man, because the woman was the one who had the intuition. The woman was the one with the imagination. So the woman was the one who could connect to the other side. So now when we're talking about initiation, initiation was a rite of passage. Initiation was a rite of passage for the man. It wasn't for the woman. Initiation was a rite of passage for the man, because the man in his development had to be initiated into states that the woman is naturally born into. So there's things that abafazi, when they are born, when they are children, they know them. And then boys have to grow how to understand emotion, how to understand empathy. So hence certain rites of passages, they were never really meant for women, because women were naturally born with those. They were actually meant for men, you see. So that's the secret. The woman is the mother. You see, there's what they call the days and the nights of Brahma. There's the day of Brahma in the East that they speak about when you learn. There's a book called The Secret Doctrine by Blavatsky, and there they speak about the day and the night of Brahma. So they speak about the day and the night of Brahma lasting for trillions of years, if not billions of years. So a night of Brahma would be the inhalation, so when you breathe in, that would be akin to what they call the night of Brahma. So that's where the feminine aspect is taking in creation into her bosom. And then for thousands and if trillions of years, so after the inhalation, there is an exhalation, and that would be what is known as the masculine side. So that's where now life goes to exist externally. So right now we are on the end of the external projection, and then now we are about to experience the inhalation, which is the feminine principle, you see. So now when you are dealing with umama, you are dealing with sacred things. You are dealing with powers, with primordial powers, because what you need to understand about the mother is that as an individual, you existed in your grandmother and your mother until you were born. You see, it is said that every child that is born, that is a female, they are already born with every single egg that they are going to have throughout their whole lifetime. You see, so when your grandmother was born, she already had the egg that was going to be your mom. So when your mom was in your grandmother's womb, you were already there. That's how precious this is. That's how deep it goes. These go into the mysteries. It goes into the menstrual. It goes into the cycle. It goes into the feminine side. The mysteries, the menstrual, the feminine, that's what it's about. It's about reaching a new level. So when you see women going through different cycles, there's 4 cycles that women go through. in their ovulation. There's the ovulation, there's the menstrual, there's 4 cycles, which are also similar to the cycle of the moon. You see, if you were to see the moon, just like the woman, also has 4 stages. They also have 4 stages, which last about 28 days. So, ka language, kaspedi, they call the moon Mwedi, and they call a month Khwedi. NgesiZulu, they call a month Inyanga, a moon Inyezi, right? And, or you could also say, okay, Inkanyezi is the stars. Okay, so now you need to understand that the feminine is linked highly to the moon. Khwedi, Inyezi, the moon, that which reflects the light of the sun. So the sun as it's setting, so as you can see the sun setting, that represents the masculine. So that's the father, right? And then the moon reflects the light of the father. So it's a balance between 2 energies. But now today we are talking about the feminine principle. So the mother, she's the night, she's the darkness, she's the nurturer, she is ma'at, she's the heart, she's the intuition, she's the right brain. You see, she's the one who breastfeeds, she's the one who sustains life in the material world. So the mother, in essence, is everything. So everything that you are is due to the mother. She is what gives you. And now the problem is that the society nowadays, the reason why they abuse women and there's all these gender-based violence and rape is that there are those in power who are afraid of the power of umama. They are afraid, especially of the power of the African woman. They are afraid of the cycles of the feminine, because the feminine is the one that gives power to the masculine. You see, so this is, as I said, it's a special episode. So I'm going to end it here. I just wanted to give you a little taste of what the feminine principle is, and then in a much more larger episode, I'm going to speak about the feminine in greater detail. But let's summarize it. What is the woman? She is power. She's the moon. She's the darkness. She's the nurturer. She's everything, because she's what gives you the ability to come into the physical world. The 9 months that you spend in your mother's womb, in those 9 months, you repeat the whole cycle of 76 trillion years that you've spent evolving. You see, so you experience that through the 3 trimesters. So there's 3 stages in a woman. There's the first trimester when your mom is pregnant, she goes through, or when a woman is pregnant. There's the first trimester, the first 3 months, the second trimester, the next 3 months, and then the third trimester, which is the last 3 months. So it's all a cycle of 9, right? So these 3 cycles are also known what in the Bible they call Jesus being in a tomb for 3 days. Jonah got swallowed by a fish for 3 days. You see, Paul was blind for 3 days. So those 3 days in the womb are an initiation for you to come away into the physical. So the mother is the stargate. So when you watch movies such as Lion King, when you watch Lion King with Simba, it's like Simba. The great kings of the past are those stars up there. That's not a lie. African people bayasho ukuthi thina siyizinkanyezi mara sinomzimba. So we are from the heavens, but we are living in the physical. You see, so this is what we forget, and especially us as black people, because we look at white people and all other races and we don't even know how great we are. You see, as I was telling you, we're flying a kite today, right? So let me show you actually. Yeah. So I want to show you something. So I made this kite, right? So I came here with my siblings, and then these two other kings joined me. The kite was already created. So this boy and his friend, they told me that number one, you have to add a stone at the end. So what the stone does is that it creates a balance, right? So it creates a balance, and then you have to tie this particular string on the top side in order for the kite to fly. You see? So, or underneath. So there's a whole science, and black people, they just naturally know these things. So when you ask yourself, where does engineering come from? Where does mathematics come from? This is mathematics. We're about to make the kite fly as I'm about to end this video for the day, just to show you the beauty and the genius. All of this was once in a womb. This was in a womb. In fact, we are still in a womb. All of this which you see is the room. It's a womb. It's a school. It's a place of three-dimensional development, where we get to develop a higher psyche, where we get to experience something greater. So we are evolving as beings in the womb of the mother. In the womb of the mother. So that is what is happening, my beautiful people. So remember, when you see a woman, that's God. That's God. It's not a joke. That is God. That is the creator in the flesh, the matriarch. So that's why Africans revered the woman. They revered her. They revered her. The most powerful gods were goddesses, the females. So peace, love and light to you all, family. Also, happy Women's Day. Thank you. Don't forget to like and to subscribe to the channel. I think I'm on 900 subscribers now on YouTube. So thank you. This is a countdown. Now we're going to be reaching 1,000 followers in a few days. And when I reach 1,000 followers, I'm going to do another special episode. But otherwise, with all of that being said, thank you so much.
Follow more.
Relaxi jero fofa dikhaide jo ka tsatsi la basadi mfetse re fofa dikhaide lo zichaba khanu riang wena oh mtho wa nhlolela Royal Habits nayo yakhuphuka